Well, this is our tricentennial year,
Okay,
and as you know,
definitely.
we recently had the visit of the King and Queen of Spain, King Felipe VI and Queen Letizia, 2 days here in San Antonio after a visit in New Orleans, which also is celebrating their tricentennial. And then they went to see the President Trump at the White House, and I believe that the King was quoted as saying that that was the end of a perfect visit. So it was a very feel-good kind of thing during our tricentennial year, which has otherwise been problematic until more recent months. There was a very good commemorative week celebration that we had in May, and things have kind of centered and worked in a much better way with some changes in leadership.
Talk a little bit about how that developed and how that affected our 300th birthday.
Well, Edward Benavides was the executive director of the Tricentennial Commission, and he got into some trouble with some contracting issues relative to having a media partnership with KSAT without opening that up to bids for the other TV station, other media outlets. And also making decisions such as, what bands we're going to play at the New Year's Eve party, that kind of thing, without, fully consulting the full commission. And so that's where the trouble began. And then there were just ongoing issues, failures to raise the amount of money that they wanted to meet the levels of expectations as it related to, initiatives related to the arts and those kinds of things.
I got to tell you, nothing says San Antonio like REO Speedway.
Or maybe Pat Benatar does. That might be the only thing, yeah.
Gilbert, we're talking a little bit about the challenges. They're obviously going to have a full plate this fall, and something we didn't get an opportunity to talk about much during the program was the proposal to mandate private companies provide sick leave benefits to their employees. A court in Austin just this week upheld Austin's law, at least said it won't be thrown out while it's being considered by the courts. Where's this going? Is there this city council has been kind of tarred with a label of being kind of left of center. Yeah. Is this something that a lot of council members can wrap their arms around?
I think there are some who can. This is something that the business community really dislikes. They hate the idea of businesses being required to do this. And so both Mayor Nirenberg and I think individual council members are going to be feeling some pressure to oppose this. But I think that there's a good chance that this, if it gets on the ballot, and I think it will, that it'll succeed. And it's complicated by the fact that you're going to have these 3 firefighters charter amendments, and you've got people involved. You've got Christian Archer and Kelton Morgan, the political consultants who are working on behalf of the effort to defeat these firefighters charter amendments. And so they're trying to encourage people to vote no on those 3. You got the paid sick leave initiative, which is a separate issue. And so I think it's a messaging challenge for the city, because even if the city doesn't necessarily oppose the paid sick leave, it's inevitable that a lot of people are going to look at the ballot and they're going to either vote yes on all 4 or vote no on all 4. So the other part of this is that we were talking with Diego Bernal, state representative, recently, and he was talking about the fact, there's a real strong Republican effort to shoot down paid sick leave on a state level next year and basically repeal what Austin has done and what other cities like San Antonio are looking to do. So
this all may be for naught.
It may be for naught, yeah, and that's going to be the question. And he talked a little bit. We of course are very familiar with Trey Martinez-Fisher, the former state representative who's likely to be back in the legislature for the next session. And he's known for his ability to find parliamentary tricks to block Republican efforts. And I think that the suggestion from Diego Bernal was that this might be something where Trey Martinez-Fisher might be able to use his magic on the paid sick leave effort.
Scott Huddleston, Gilbert Garcia from the San Antonio Express News. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you, Jim.